Once, in a small mountain town in Colorado, there lived a 25-year-old man named Ethan Brooks. He had a good job, friends, and everything people usually call success. But inside, Ethan felt empty. His mind was always noisy, 1,000 thoughts racing every minute. Every morning he woke up tired, not because his body was weak, but because his mind never rested. He kept thinking about the mistakes he made in the past and worrying about what might go wrong in the future. Even while eating, even while walking, his thoughts never stopped. He once told his mother, "Mom, I feel like my mind is a storm that never ends." One weekend, when everything felt too heavy, he decided to take a break and drive into the mountains. No phone, no social media, just silence. After hours of driving, he found a peaceful valley with a lake that looked like glass. There was a small wooden cabin by the shore, and outside it sat an old man with white hair, fishing quietly, humming to himself. Ethan walked up and said, "Sir, may I ask you something? I can't find peace in my life. My mind is always running, and I don't know how to stop it." The old man smiled gently. "You're not the first one who came here with a storm in his head," he said. "I can teach you something, but you'll have to do exactly as I say." Ethan nodded eagerly. The old man went inside his cabin and came out with a glass bowl full of water. He handed it to Ethan and said, "Walk around this entire lake and come back. But be careful. If you spill even a single drop of water, you'll have to start over." Ethan looked at the bowl. It was completely full, and just one wrong step could spill it all. Still, he accepted the challenge. He started walking slowly, carefully watching every step. He didn't look at the sky, didn't notice the trees, didn't hear the birds or the wind. All his focus was on that bowl. After almost an hour, he returned safely, without spilling a drop. Proudly, he said, "I did it. I didn't spill any water." The old man nodded. "That's good," he said. "But tell me, did you notice the color of the sunset? Did you hear the song of the birds?" Ethan looked confused. "No, I didn't. I was too focused on the bowl." The old man smiled again. "And that," he said softly, "is how most people live their lives. Too busy protecting their bowl of worries, their job, their money, their image, that they forget to see the beauty around them." Then the old man handed him the bowl again. This time, he said, "Walk around the lake once more, but don't spill the water, and also look around. Notice the colors, the sounds, the air. Feel the world without losing your balance." Ethan took a deep breath and began again. He walked slowly, feeling the cool air on his face, hearing the water ripple against the shore, watching a few ducks glide across the lake. When he came back, his face was calm, almost glowing. He said, "I did it again, but this time it felt different, peaceful." The old man smiled warmly. "That is the secret," he said. "Peace is not the absence of noise or thoughts. Peace is being fully present, aware of everything, but not lost in anything." Ethan sat down beside the lake. For the first time, his mind was quiet, not because he forced it to stop, but because he was finally living in this very moment. The sun was setting behind the mountains, and the sky turned orange and gold. Ethan whispered, "So this is peace. It was always here." The old man nodded. When your mind lives in the present, the past can't hurt you, and the future can't scare you. That's where peace lives. Right now, in this breath, Ethan stayed there until the stars came out. He didn't need his phone, his worries, or even words. He just sat, watching the lake reflect the moonlight. When he drove back home the next morning, the city lights didn't bother him anymore. Traffic, noise, people, everything was the same, but Ethan was not the same man. Now, whenever he felt restless, he closed his eyes and imagined that quiet lake. He would breathe, smile, and whisper to himself, "Stay here. Stay now." That's how Ethan found his peace. Not in the mountains, not in silence, but in his own awareness. Peace doesn't mean an empty mind. It means a mind full of awareness, seeing, hearing, and feeling every moment as it is. The world doesn't change when you calm your mind. You do. And that changes everything.